Hi, it's me, Vamp, and this is the build I'd like to call Virus Madness. It's a build for Nidus. Now, with this build, you can literally substitute just about any. Well, if you have the three format like I do, you can substitute any of the ore that you want, basically. Because normally you would have to keep steel charge because it's currently the highest ore thing in the game. But yeah, I digress. Let's get into it. Prime continuity for duration, you can substitute it for regular continuity if you want, but you might take a little tiny hit because of the fact that transient fortitude is here. And primed continuity, kind of balances it out, whereas regular continuity, well, would still balance it out, but you won't get as much of a duration increase. Duration isn't per se important, but at the same time, kind of important. We'll talk more about that later, potentially. Transient fortitude for the strength, intensify for the fact that, strength, of course. Now, there's also Hunter Adrenaline, which I have instead of Rage, but if you don't have Hunter Adrenaline for whatever reason, you can use Rage, but personally it was easier for me to get this mod than it was to get Rage, and it's a little bit better than Rage. And it's on Nidus, so, you know. Now, August Secret, because of the fact that, strength. Now, Lava Burst. Lava Burst is a lava augment. It makes it so you can press lava once, then press it again to detonate for, viral and deal toxin damage in the range. Yeah. So it's pretty cool in that sense, in my opinion. Deal toxin damage, that is always fun, right? And then, you'll be activating it a fair amount, honestly. So that's why I put Prime Flow there. You can either put Flow here, or you can put something else if you want, but I think that fits perfectly because of the fact that you'll be getting energy from Hunter Adrenaline, and it's just going to be one of those things. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Vamp, Nidus is only situational. He's weak in regular missions. You wouldn't bring him in like a simple exterminate, for example. Well, that's where you were wrong. With this build, I feel confident in taking him in and exterminate. Exterminate. Let's actually go on the void. Normally, you would only take Nidus into a survival, if I'm being perfectly honest. I mean, you probably wouldn't even take Nidus into a mobile defense, honestly. But you know what? Screw it. Let's take Nidus into a mobile defense. What are we? Chicken? And I feel like the enemies are pretty decent level. This is Void, so this is technically end game-ish level. Not really end game level sortie wise, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Now I have of course I have Zenric on, so that makes it a bit easier. These enemies are level 20. See? That's perfectly fine. See, I would create larva, which would draw the enemy in. And then I can explode and do damage. I don't have to just keep hitting and making stacks anymore. Don't get me wrong, I can still do that, which is part of what makes it amazing. I can make stacks, or I can just detonate it if I need to. And I'm defending the point. See, I have listened to your guys' feedback. I know that you guys want me to do more, you know, showing off the build. And Nidus, he still has his normal abilities. And since we have that extra duration that we talked about, it let us do this. So, you know. See? Perfect. Kill all those enemies right then and there.
Working on it. Continue to defend.
Okay, we want to parasite that. And say we don't, because as you know, the larva still would do its duration, even if we got a parasitic enemy. Even if we, like say we take, say we do this, but then we do this. Well, we can just do that, force larva to end. Our enemy is still parasitic, so, you know, that doesn't happen like that. And there we go. First area defended as Nidus. I know, Nidus is actually being useful in a non-survival mission. I'm surprised too, right guys? Well, with this build, I feel like I mean, it's called Virus Madness. I mean, Nidus is kind of a virus within himself, right? I mean, you know, and then keep on going with that. Okay. And then there we go with those enemies. Now, I'll be honest. See, you can actually, if you really wanted to be lazy on lower levels, you could just keep on spamming. That's also an option if you really want to. But let's say you don't. Oh yeah, we can create some stacks, don't we? So, guess what? We get to still create stacks. We don't have to explode. We can, though. You know, it just makes Nidus a little more fun. Because don't get me wrong, it's fun to, you know, just smash sometimes like that, but sometimes you want to do more than just create stacks.
Terminal high. Keep moving.
And you still have a weapon you can use, technically. So, that's something as well. I'll be honest, I completely forgot about the weapon for a little bit, but I do still have the weapon. I can still use it. And with this build, 45 healing per second. So as long as you're in your field and have energy, which, you know, if you're taking any amount of damage, you will have energy. And your parasitic link is pretty far reach, so yeah, say I wanted to do that, I didn't want to worry about them. And then any enemy that still lives will be full of toxins. But you know, I know I keep repeating this, but it's because I think it's a very cool thing, which is that it opens up my playstyle. I don't have to just be like hit, hit, hit. Oh, it missed it way too far away. It doesn't matter because I can hit it anyway.
The odds were
And
against
see,
us, but we did
the
it.
odds were actually never against us either. And then see why we're safely out of harm's way, we can go ahead, do some damage to them. Oh, they are hurting us? Well, bam, not anymore. Okay. Now, unfortunately, Nidus still can't teleport super fast. I used operator mode for that. See, I got a boost in operator power now. So, yeah. But that's for another video. This was my demonstration of Nidus's virus madness. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully you'll check out the build yourself. I really quite enjoyed this build. Actually, I put it together while in a stream. I'll leave the link below if you want to check out my streams on twitch.tv/vamp6x6x6x. I'm pretty proud of this build personally because, I did put it together on stream. It didn't take too long to put it together. And it's a fun little build. I'll show you guys it again one more time so you guys don't have to go back into the beginning of the video if you guys don't want. And yeah, here's the build. And with that, I will catch you guys in a future video. Later.